In the autumn of 1987, investigative journalist Daniel Mercer received a tip about a peculiar town named Black Hollow, a place rumored to have vanished overnight. The town was never officially documented, and maps marked the area as a barren forest land. Yet multiple missing persons cases had been linked to the location. Intrigued, Daniel set off on a journey to uncover the truth, unaware that he was stepping into a nightmare. As he drove through the mist-laden road leading to where Black Hollow supposedly stood, his radio flickered with static before a chilling whisper slithered through. "Turn back." Daniel's pulse quickened, but his curiosity overpowered his fear. The road stretched endlessly, but when he blinked, Black Hollow materialized before him. A town frozen in time. The town looked as if it had been untouched for decades. The buildings bore layers of dust, yet their windows were pristine, as though they were watching him. He stepped onto the cobblestone street, hearing his own heartbeat echo in the silence. Shops displayed goods from an era long past. Newspapers on the ground dated back to 1952. Then he saw them, people, or rather shadows of them. The townsfolk appeared hazy, translucent, going about their day in eerie loops, opening doors, crossing streets, vanishing into thin air. It was as though Black Hollow was trapped between time and existence. A soft melody floated through the air. Daniel followed the sound and found a woman standing near the church. Her long, tattered white dress fluttered despite the still air. "Why have you come?" she asked, her voice layered with sorrow and warning. "I'm looking for the truth," Daniel replied. "The truth?" Her hollow eyes met his. "The truth is not meant to be found." Before he could question her further, the clock tower struck midnight, and an agonizing scream erupted from the shadows. The ground trembled. The town flickered like a dying light bulb. When Daniel turned back, the woman was gone. Daniel scoured the town archives inside the abandoned library. He discovered an old journal belonging to a Reverend Elijah Grayson. The final entry read, "We have angered the spirits of this land. The town is lost. At midnight we vanish. Only a miracle can save us." Before Daniel could process the words, the walls started bleeding ink, letters twisting into grotesque symbols. A voice hissed behind him, "Leave, before you are one of us." Daniel stumbled back onto the street. The townspeople now surrounded him, their eyes hollow, their faces contorted in eternal despair. As he tried to escape, the woman in white reappeared, holding an old locket. "This town was cursed by its sins, but you can break it." She placed the locket in his palm. Inside was a faded photograph of a young girl. "The last innocent soul of Black Hollow," she whispered. "Take her beyond the borders." Daniel ran. The town dissolved behind him, shadows shrieking, hands reaching, the air thick with sorrow. The moment he crossed the town's boundary, a blinding light consumed everything. When he looked back, there was only a forest, no town, no people, no shadows. Daniel clutched the locket, feeling an overwhelming peace. The miracle had happened. Black Hollow was finally free. Weeks later, Daniel published his findings, but skeptics dismissed them as fiction. Yet deep in his heart, he knew the truth. And every so often, when he looked at the locket, he swore he could hear a child's laughter somewhere beyond the veil of time. As the screen fades to black, a chilling whisper lingers. Some mysteries are better left unsolved.